Hey everybody, it's Blast33A coming at you this beautiful Monday evening with Talking D&D, and of course I have the one, the only, Mr. Faust with me tonight. How you doing, Mr. Faust?
Thanks for having me.
Hey, always fun to have you, dude. Alrighty, well we are also joined by Little Pooper. Hi, Little Pooper!
Hello.
Can't really hear you, Little Pooper.
Hello.
There he goes. Alright. Well, hey, alright, so last week, we started, it was supposed to be a one-shot, but this took a little bit longer than I anticipated. And I don't think anybody's complaining that we're going on for a second evening, are we?
Not at all.
Alright, I'm glad to hear that. So, let me stop the music here. As much as I love that tune. Alright, so who remembers what happened last week? Who wants to recap?
I was like helping the one person build a house, and I can't remember what Mr. Faust was doing.
He went to have a drink.
So last week was really interesting. Or last week was really interesting for a one shot because you're setting everything up perfectly for a one shot. We had the introduction. We were in our town. People are disappearing going through the forest, so there's a mystery, so that's cool. We go in to explore. We had a couple combats on the way. Nothing too threatening. Probably just about at our character level. The spiders were my favorite encounter. Then we reached a little town in the center of the forest, located kind of equidistant between the town we left to the town we're going to. And there's a woman in the town named Mary Beth who runs kind of an inn/bar/tavern. Very friendly woman. She also noted that people have come by that have never come by again, suggesting that people that have visited there have gotten lost in the forest, like is assumed. We tried to travel further into the forest to make it to the other side. We traveled in for 2 hours, and when we decided to finally cut loose and turn around, it was only 15 minutes back.
Right.
So something is keeping us from getting deeper into the forest, unless this whole forest is just a single creature's lair.
Well, hopefully tonight you guys kind of find out. So you got back to the town. You talked to the one NPC who's building his home. Ran out of logs. You went to get a drink and find out more information about what's kind of maybe possibly going on. And Little Pooper's character decided to stay back and help him chop down some trees.
Yes, with his overwhelming strength score.
Yes, and as he
chopped useless.
Yeah, as he chopped down those trees, some bugbears came out of the forest. Now, obviously, you're back at the bar, so you have no idea what's going on.
Right.
And it's going to take probably a round or two for that NPC to come back to the bar to alert you to what's going on.
Oh yeah, he went off running.
Yeah, the NPC took off as soon as the bugbears appeared, because he's not going to be any help. He's not a fighter. He's basically, barely a farmer. But anyways, he was going to open up a shop. So, I guess we are starting by rolling initiative. If you want to go ahead and roll initiative as well, Mr. Faust, I'll keep you in the loop.
Okay, I got a 15.
Okay.
I got a 8.
You got an 8?
Yeah.
Alrighty. And let's see what they got. Cancel initiative. And looks like they got a 12. So they're going to go first with you, Miss Little Pooper. Yeah, they're just going to advance. 2. Okay. You are now surrounded by bugbears. And they're going to hit you with a morning star.
Didn't I cut that tree down?
Sure. Okay. A 22 hits you, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You take 13 points of piercing damage.
Damn.
17 does not hit, correct?
Nope. It does not hit.
What is your AC again?
19.
A 19. Okay. So that one hits for 15 points. Or wait a second. No, it doesn't. Half that. So 7 points the first time. We'll say 14 points altogether. I just realized it's doubling everything. That one misses. And that one misses. So 2 hit, 2 missed, and you took 14 points of piercing damage. It is now your turn.
Okay. I don't know what
Mess 'em
I
up.
should do. I'm gonna hit that person right in front of me.
Okay, you can hit this one. All right.
Yeah.
His AC is 16.
So 5. You said 16?
If you go to the settings on the right-hand side, you can enable your 3D dice. But not a problem. What's your total to hit?
It's wait. I gotta do the math real quick. It's wait. It's +7, so not hit.
Okay, so you missed with that one. Do you have another attack? Oh, you don't because you're only level
No.
3. All right.
Wait, I can action surge.
Action search? All right.
There it is. Okay.
Wait, 12.
So I'm pretty sure you hit with that one.
19, yeah.
Okay. So 2 plus.
7.
So how many points?
7.
7 points total? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He's still standing. Okay. So townsfolk is running back to the bar. All right. It's their turn again. He misses. He misses. He misses. And he misses. Okay.
Yes.
Your turn again.
Okay. Okay, that hits.
Okay. You hitting the same one?
Sure.
Okay.
With max damage. 13 points.
13. All right. He's still standing. He's not looking so good. And the guy made it back to the bar. What was your character's name again, Mr. Faust?
Oh shit! Where is it? Octavian.
You see the gentleman who was building the house run in, throwing the door open. Octavian, your friend's under attack in the forest. Quickly.
Oh shit!
It's
He runs out the door. Can I see them?
Yes. Yeah, you're
How far away?
Let's see here. 5, 10, 15. Wait a second here. Give me a second. Back. Here we go. 5, 10.
We teleport to the village.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You're probably about 100 feet. So you're well within. Yeah, you're probably, you're within 120 feet.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Have one of them make a wisdom saving throw.
Any particular one? There's 4 of them.
Not one of the injured ones.
Okay. Let's see here. The one closest to you, wisdom save, you said?
Yeah, wisdom save.
A 4.
A 4?
Yes.
Okay, give me 1 sec. Okay, that was Crown of Madness.
Oh. Okay. All right. That is awesome. All right, he's being. Do you see the bugbear? And yeah, you're okay. So he's under your control.
Yep.
Is that your final action?
Yeah, because that's a 1 action cast.
Okay. Now, does he move on your initiative count, or does he? Because it's their turn again.
I think on their initiative count.
All right. So what are you having him do?
He's going to attack the injured one.
Okay. So I'm going to count that actually as a surprise attack. Ooh. So yeah, 19 hits. And
Beautiful.
12, 9, 21 points. So that one's dead. That one is dead. Boom. All right. They are still focused on what's your character's name, Huts or Little Pooper?
Isn't it Champ?
Yep.
Champ. Nope, both of them miss. All right. You're standing there and you see the one that's to your left, your front left, turn around and wail as hard as it possibly can on the one that you've been attacking. And it stands and glances across at the other one. As the other two, because they're all attacking at the same time, they really haven't noticed that one has attacked one of its fellow creatures. I mean, they're going to know when they're done with their attack, but like right now, they're just kind of figuring out what's going on. So it's your turn. Go
Right.
ahead and make your attack.
I'm gonna hit this one because
You're
I
gonna
would
hit
think
that
the
one?
bugbear is like Psycho and helping me out. I don't know. Hit that one.
Well, you would notice a jagged crown on top of its head.
Yes, a jagged crown of thorns. Yep.
So you do see that. That would suggest that he's being controlled.
What a 6.
Is that a hit?
No.
I can't hear you.
No.
Nope. Okay, so you're so distracted by this other bugbear killing the one beside it, you swing and sort of miss. So, all right, Mr. Faust, your turn.
Just give me 1 second here.
Yep, no worries. Now, Crown of Madness is a concentration spell, but you still have your Eldritch Blast, and I'm sure some other fun spells.
I can't cast that. Okay. All right, so I'm going to Eldritch Blast the one that Champ had attacked.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
11 plus 7 is an 18.
Yep, AC is 16.
16?
Yep.
And my Eldritch Blast erupts upon the creatures, just dousing it in a conflagration of blackish blue fire. He takes 11 points of damage.
Ooh, okay. Alrighty, it doesn't like it, but it's still standing.
Okay.
It is now their turn again.
Okay, he gets a save.
Okay, that's you said a wisdom save, right?
Yeah, I think it gets a save now. I'm pretty sure it's the beginning of its turn.
16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
Plus proficiency is 10. Plus ability modifier, right?
Yes.
You succeeded.
Wow. Okay. So it kind of shakes its head and turns and snarls at you. And it
At
is
me?
going... Yes. And he is going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's within 70 feet. He's going to throw a javelin at you. Little Pooper, you get an attack of opportunity because he moved out of your threat range.
Whoa, that's a crit.
Come on.
You critical?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a champion fighter, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Roll damage.
No, he's not throwing the dagger at him. 22.
22 points. Ooh. He's still standing. He does not look good, but he is still standing.
Okay. So he's throwing a javelin.
Yep. And because he's so far, he rolls with disadvantage, and I'm assuming a 6 does not hit.
No.
All right, so you nail him with this attack. You basically cleave him right down the back, which tears the vital muscles for him to actually throw a javelin.
He
with
threw the javelin up into the sky and it hits him.
Any type of accuracy. The javelin misses. It makes the range, but it misses by like 15 feet.
Okay.
And the other two are going to try to pound on Champ. So a 5 does not hit,
Nope.
and a 15 does not hit.
Nope.
All right, Champ, it is your turn.
I think Mr. Faust got that one. I'm gonna hit this one.
You're going to hit that one? Yeah, that's the one that he hit with his Eldritch Blast.
Okay, let's see. I think I have to hit. 20? Yeah, that does hit.
Oh, yeah. You definitely hit.
Eight points.
8. Okay. It's still standing. It's not looking good, but it's still standing. All right, Mr. Faust, it is your turn.
All right, I got a dirty 20 to hit, so that's
Definitely
a hit.
hits. Which one are you attacking? The one that threw the javelin at you, or the one that he just hit, or the one that hasn't
The one
taken
that
any
threw the
damage?
javelin at me.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that's interested in getting up close and personal. I'm going to take him out.
Well, I think you're going to be able to do that. So,
My Eldritch Blast hits him for 9 points of damage.
all right. How does it look?
As the bluish flame begins to engulf him, his skin begins to slough off its bones like wet butter. And its bones very slowly begin to disintegrate until he's left as nothing more than ash.
Nice. Okay. So we still have 2 remaining, and they are taking their best shot at Champ, missing with the 1, and a critical on the second.
Doesn't sound good.
Nope. So it's 2d8. Why is this not working? What is their attack? 2d8 plus 2. So 5, 6, 7, 14, 18 points of piercing damage. You're down? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're up, Mr. Faust. And that's the one that hasn't taken any damage, the one who just downed him.
So there's still one that hasn't taken any damage.
Yep, the one on the right. There's one on... They're standing next to each other over top of his body.
Oh, if this doesn't work, I'm in trouble. Have the full health one make a wisdom save. There's one of 2 ways I can see out of this.
A 5.
All right, so he's enthralled.
Okay.
Or not enthralled, he's controlled by me now.
Oh, okay. You did Crown of Madness again.
I did Crown of Madness again.
Nice. Okay. So he is under your control.
Okay. Oh, I guess it's their turn, right?
Yep.
Okay, have him strike the injured one.
All right. And he misses.
Okay.
The other one
But he
looks
made
at
the
him.
attack. That was the important thing. He made the attack.
Yep. The other one looks at him a little confused and looks at your companion laying on the ground and goes in for a hit and misses. They're trying to finish him off. It is your turn. Oh, he gets a save, doesn't he?
Now he does.
No, at the next round. Yep. All right, your turn.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Well, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay.
Actually, I need to roll a death save for our downed friend.
Yes, you do. Be awesome if you rolled in that 20.
I rolled a 10, so that's a pass.
Yep.
Now it's your turn. I'm sorry.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. All right. Who are you hitting?
I'm hitting the weekend one, not the one I have enthralled.
Okay.
All right. Big number, big number, big number. Yeah, I'll take an 8.
Okay.
Plus 4. So I'll have 24 points of damage.
Awesome. He had 8 hit points left.
Okay, so there's still one controlled by me.
Yep, he's controlled by you and he's at full health. So he's not attacking.
And it's my turn to control him, right?
Yes, he gets a save. Which I'd be very surprised if he actually makes. Oh, an 18. He actually made it.
Shit.
So he shakes out of it. And we're going to say it's the end of his turn. Because it's
Okay.
usually the end of your turn you get the save.
All right, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
12 plus 6. That's a hit.
Cool.
Barely
Very
a hit,
good.
but it was a hit.
That's all that
Okay.
matters.
All right. 10 points of damage.
Okay. All right, you hit him pretty good. Enough to make him ignore. So he's going to walk over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's coming up close. So he's what, 70 feet out?
Okay.
He's going to try for a javelin.
Alrighty.
And he misses.
Okay, cool. So. That's a hit. 8 points of damage.
How many?
8.
8. Okay. Okay, his turn again. He's going to go for another. He's going to move up a little bit more. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We're just going to move him back here again. So now he's... $18. Does that hit you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're cutting out.
100% hits me.
Okay, you take a whopping 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And he grins as he watches the javelin pierce your flank. Not a tremendous amount of damage, but enough for you to feel it. Oh, we're losing you again. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Cool.
Okay, I think I can hear you. Uh-oh, we're having some technical difficulties. Hello, hello. Oh, he's probably going to try to rejoin. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, he's back, folks. All right.
All right. No.
All right, hit him good. Hit him
What
good.
I was saying before we were interrupted, does a 16 hit?
You matched his AC.
Okay. 12 points of damage.
12. Nice. All right.
And I'm going to move back 30 feet.
He's dead. You can't move back 30 feet. You're still standing on the patio.
That's right.
You haven't left the bar. He went on the front porch and just started blasting.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Which is fine. Alrighty. So yeah, he falls, melts, and just absolutely disintegrates. Just kind of, it's weird. The body sort of disappears with all of them after they fall. Which, go ahead and roll. Do anybody have Arcana? Or I guess since you're down, little pooper, you can't really do that right now. I'm going to roll your death saving throw here too. Ooh, a 5. That's a fail.
What did you say the bodies did again?
They kind of, after they fell, they kind of just disappeared.
That's strange.
Mm-hmm. Roll me an Arcana check.
I got a 18.
18. You would know that is fairly common when it comes to summoned creatures. That when they fall in combat, they kind of go back to the plane where they came from.
Right. Oh, shit. That means someone is close. Okay. I'm going to sprint over to Champ.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 22 for my medicine check.
All right. Yeah, you definitely stabilize him.
Okay. Excuse me.
So you're no longer making death saves, but you're not up on your feet. Unless you have a medicine kit.
I know. No.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm going to carry him to the tavern. Oh, maybe I'll drag him to the tavern.
About to say, I don't think you have the strength score to carry him. You might be able to drag him.
No, I don't. I got a 6.
Ooh, yeah, you try and yeah, it just doesn't happen. It's about this time the gentleman you were helping build his house pokes his head out and kind of sees that you're struggling with your friend who's laying on the ground, and he goes back in for a second and then comes running out with something in his hand. He has looks like 2 vials in his hands.
Oh, okay.
He hands one to you and quickly pours one down Champ's throat.
Awesome.
And you both regain 4 hit points. So with you, they're going to be temporary hit points. But Champ, you're up with 4 hit points.
Yay.
And it is delicious. You've never really tasted anything like this. It is rich. It is sweet. It's, I don't know. Have you guys had chocolate before?
Yeah, we would have.
Okay, it is the best chocolate you've ever tasted in your entire life, but it's been mixed with milk and who knows what else. It's thick, it's warm. It's hot, but it's not hot enough to burn your throat when you drink it. But you can feel it like just you know, you feel better. Obviously, you gained 4 hit points, so you do feel better after you've drank it. Alrighty, what are we doing?
I don't know.
I'd like to go back to the tavern and take a short rest.
Okay.
Same.
So the we'll call him James. James comes up. Do you think those creatures are going to be back?
No, I think they were after us.
This isn't the first time that things have appeared in the forest, though.
What do you mean?
Well, usually we just hide in Mary Beth's, and they just eventually go away. The other people that were here, they went to fight them and they don't come back. You're the first people that survived.
Well, then they couldn't have been very skilled adventurers, or were they just ordinary men and women?
I don't know. They were just passing through the forest. Some of them merchants, I guess, coming from one city to the other.
Interesting.
Now, you would know what he's talking about. He's talking about the people that you saw in the tavern.
Right. All right, we'll see what we can do.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to gather these logs and just continue making my house. And if I see anything, I'll run and let you know.
Please do.
So he does. He goes and grabs one of the logs and starts dragging it up to where he's building his house.
Mm-hmm.
And starts, scraping the bark off and doing all that kind of fun stuff. So you guys make your way over to Mary Beth's. Okay. And as you walk in, it's a bustling place as usual. Are you taking your regular table?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take your regular table, and she comes over to you, dancing and all happy. I heard we had quite the ruckus outside. Are you okay? And she takes her hand and like strokes your cheek and does that whole stroke the bottom of your chin thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
No.
In a comforting manner. And she does that to Champ. Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Well, let's get a good meal in you and get you some rest. And you'll be feeling a whole lot better. How's that sound?
Okay.
So what do you have?
We need meat. Do you have steak?
Do I have what?
Steak.
I have all kinds of steak. What type of steak would you like? I have ribeyes. I have T-bones. I have steaks of creatures you've probably never even heard of.
Then let's try something unique.
Ah, I have just a thing. And for you, Champ.
Move that stew.
What's that? More of the stew?
Move the stew.
The house special. All right. So she goes in the back and, of course, goes through the double doors. And you hear the banging and the clanging and the the pots and the pans and glass breaking. And it is just, for a while there, you're hearing noises of creatures that you don't even know. Like, it is
Right.
like, what the heck? And she comes out and she's got a big tray. She's got a plate on there with a giant steak. Now, what I mean by giant is this thing has got to be at least 24 to 28 ounces.
Oh my God.
It is thick. We're talking like 2 inches thick. Imagine like the giant steak from The Great Outdoors. You remember that movie with John Candy?
Oh my God, yeah.
And then she's got a bowl. And she walks over to the pot. And again, it's almost a show in of itself when she dips the ladle in, practically throwing the soup straight up in the air and catching it with the bowl.
Wow.
And she doesn't even miss a beat. I mean, it's... And you could see the meat and the vegetables and the broth and just You could practically see the flavor in this as it falls out of the air into the bowl.
Wow.
And she comes over and gives you a tankard of ale each and lays the steak in front of you along with a big steak knife and a big fork and she lays the bowl and a spoon with some bread and a little bit of olive oil with seasoning, things of that nature. Alrighty, do enjoy your steak.
Yeah, thank you.
So this is it's a bizarre steak. You could tell it's aged. It's delicious. I mean, it's absolutely wonderful. All of this food is made specifically for your taste buds.
Mm-hmm.
So it's absolutely amazing. But this is unlike any cut of beef that you've ever had. In fact, you're not even sure if it is beef. Um, and of course, you eat as much of it as you can, and you do feel a lot better.
Oh,
In fact, you feel so much better, you're going to roll an additional hit point die.
Oh, and I get it permanently?
Just for this one time. You're taking a short rest.
I bet.
Nice. You gained additional 10 points.
oh, got my health back or my spells back.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
rolling
You
hit dice now?
guys
I'm
You
back to
guys-
full.
done eating?
Yeah, are we rolling health die for the short rest?
If you want, you can. You'll have 3 of them.
Yeah. Okay, so it is hit dice. Okay. So 2 more, 3 more.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget your constitution modifier.
Yeah. So it's 10 plus 3 for the first one.
All right. So she comes over and takes your plates
Okay.
and asks you, how'd you like your mammoth?
Oh, that was mammoth.
Yes.
It was absolutely delightful. Yes.
It has been aged for many years. In fact, I've lost track of how long I've had that in the ager. I'm just glad that somebody finally decided to try it.
And I'd try some more another time.
Well, it's a very short supply, so it's only for very special occasions. Alrighty.
Well, I do appreciate it.
Is there anything else?
The creatures that attacked the village.
Yes.
It appears as though they're creatures that have been summoned.
Oh, really?
Yes. Which means the culprit couldn't have been far away.
Huh. Well, there was tell of somebody in the forest. The person who came and was talking about it was mad. We didn't really believe them too much, and they went missing after they ran out of the tavern.
Did anyone see which direction they went?
They just ran out into the forest. We're thinking the creatures got them. There's been a very large uptick in creature attacks. A lot of them, a lot of spiders, a lot of centipedes, things of that
Yes,
nature.
we know.
So it's
We've encountered both.
It's all creatures who live in the forest, but they've grown to immense sizes.
Well, that's unsettling.
Now, thankfully, we're safe inside of here. Nobody would dare come through that door that meant any harm. But I feel sick for the few people that do live here. They are in grave danger. But nobody can leave. People come, they try to help, and they go missing.
Hmm. This is
Oh,
indeed a dire situation.
one day we'll figure it out.
I suppose.
All right. Well, you've had a long day of travel. You've had some combat. Seems that you've licked your wounds pretty well, but you probably need some rest. Unless you want to go adventuring at night.
No, that would be most counterproductive. Um, Rest is good.
All right. So she slides you your room keys, and it's the same rooms that you had before. And you go up to your rooms, and again, it's beautiful. There's a bed, there's a dresser, a little desk with some stationery, if you're able to read and write. And I'm assuming you doff your armor, put it into the
Uh-huh.
cabinet, and there's even a little um, there's a bowl with water and a washcloth if you wanted to wipe, kind of wash down real quick. So you guys settle down for the night, and it's a peaceful night. Let's see what time you wake up in the morning. No. No. I'm not doing that. All right. There we go. So you wake up the next morning. It's a little bit later in the morning. It's 10 o'clock. So you've had a very nice sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're not used to sleeping in an actual, like, figure a modern day bed today. Like, you have been absolutely ruined for your average straw stuffed, wheat
Yep.
woven stuff. Like, these beds are almost too soft. And again, you open up your bureau, your armor is polished, blemishes are been buffed out. It looks, both of you, your armor looks practically brand new.
Cabinet of Mending.
Possibly.
Prestidigitation.
Or an unlimited team of goblins that are just
You're
very,
that.
very good at what they do.
Oh, they're like the Keebler elves.
You guys haven't figured that out yet, though. So anyways, you go back downstairs, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And she is there. She is absolutely bouncing. She is going from table to table, serving these holograms that are, drinking and laughing and eating and, telling jokes. And again, the bar is absolutely bustling. The noise it's a very happy place. And you sit down at your usual table, and she comes over. Oh, good morning. I didn't think you guys are ever going to wake up. So what do you have? What can I get you?
Eggs and bacon.
Eggs and bacon. Wonderful. How would you like your eggs?
Over medium.
Okay. And for you, champ?
Pancakes.
Pancakes. Oh, blueberry pancakes again? Or would you like to try
Sure.
strawberry?
Strawberry.
Strawberry pancakes? Wonderful. I'll be right back out. So she goes back again. Pots and pans and you hear almost like yodeling, just crazy noises coming from the back room. And she comes out about 30 seconds later, and she's got a plate with bacon and eggs and toast. She even could put a couple of sausages on there for you, and a big plate. I mean, we're talking dinner plate sized pancakes. There's three of them. They're saturated with butter and real maple syrup. Alrighty. And she lays and she gives you each a goblet of, it looks like beer, but it turns out it's actually apple juice.
Okay.
But it's frothy. All right. You guys eat,
Mhm.
and what are you doing for today? What's the plan?
I'm not helping people out.
Okay.
I want
Solve the
to.
mystery.
What do you want to do, champ?
Solve the mystery of the forest. Maybe that. I don't know.
All right. So how are you going to do that? What are you guys going to do? Are you going to try walking down the path again? Are you going to venture into the forest itself?
There is something I'd like to do.
What's that?
Um, assuming that was a conjuration spell, you have to be within so many feet to cast the spell,
Mm-hmm.
which means the person that cast it wasn't inside the town proper, but was on the outskirts of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to go and roll a few survival checks to look for tracks, footprints,
Okay.
anything like that.
Okay. That sounds good. I'm gonna do it too.
All right. Cool. So you guys get done eating, have your conversation with Mary Beth, and she says, "I'll see you at dinner time." And you leave and you head out to, I'm assuming you're heading in the direction that you kind of found the bugbears.
Yes.
Okay. So you head by and you can see that, Jim or James or whatever his name is working on his house. Hey, champ, I'm going to have to cut down a couple more trees here shortly. You going to help me out?
Sure.
Alrighty. How long until you're back? Are you going to be gone for a couple of hours or
We're just investigating the tracks.
tracks? What tracks?
And then I would like look over at Mr. Faust's character.
Octavian.
Octavian.
We think the bugbears may have just been a spell, a conjuration spell cast,
Oh.
which means the summoner would have to be nearby in the forest. So we intend to look for footprints, hoofprints, tracks of any kind.
Okay. Well, good luck. And be safe.
Always, good sir.
All right. So you go roughly to where the bugbears kind of came out and go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Okay.
Not
Nope.
20 on mine. So survival 24.
All right.
Wait, you got a nat 20? I got a nat 1.
So Mr. Faust sees a broken stick that was broken when the trees fell down, and he swears This is where the path begins for whoever casts the summoning spell. He's looking in the completely wrong direction, but he is telling you with vigor that the
With
trail
that high
starts.
charisma.
Yes, he is telling you that this is where the path starts. However, you, on the other hand, can very clearly see the bugbear's footprints. And you're saying, well, the bugbears came here. There's no footprints on this side of this tree, but there's footprints on this side. So whoever summoned the bugbears must have been somewhere in this area because there's no footsteps beyond this tree. Now you know because you're a magic user that summoning spells are generally, what are they, a range of 60 feet?
60 feet. That's why he was so intent on searching
Right.
in like small 60-foot blocks.
So I'm assuming you're going to move 60 feet out from where you first see the bugbear footprints.
Correct.
Okay.
I would follow.
Go ahead and roll me another survival check.
Not fuck
I'm
this
gonna
one up,
follow
huh? Ooh, 21.
Oop, we're finding something. 100%. 9.
9. Okay. This
Wait,
time.
I was going after your roll. I was going after your roll. My bad. It was 13.
13. Okay. This time you do find they're humanoid footprints. They're small. Either some type of halfling or a gnome or something small, but it is humanoid. At least that's what the footprint looks like.
Is it a shoe print or a footprint?
They're wearing. It's not like a foot, like where you see toes. It is, but like it's almost like their feet are wrapped in cloth.
Oh, okay.
Like they're wrapped, but it's not actually like a true shoe. You know how they
Right.
used to do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can see some footprints, and you see them you see like maybe a dozen or so, and then they kind of disappear.
Oh, they disappear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to cast Detect Magic.
Oh, okay.
What am I sensing?
Give me a second. Let me look up that spell here real quick.
Sorry.
No, that's actually that is. I didn't expect you to do that.
I can cast it at will.
Oh, that's cool.
It's
So
one of my
it's
invocations.
30 feet. Yeah, you're not really seeing anything.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Just me or both of us, and I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Go ahead and
Dirty
roll
20
a
again.
perception check there, Mr. Champ.
22.
22?
No, 20.
Oh, okay.
We both got a dirty 20.
You are kind of looking around, because obviously these footprints came from something. You don't know what, and they kind of disappeared. So you're looking up in the trees, you're looking down at the ground, and as you're looking up in the tree, you see a bird that is intently staring at you. And it's trying to be, you can see it's trying to be a little bit like shifty or like hidden, but it's doing a very bad job of it.
What kind of bird?
It just looks like your typical like sparrow. It's not a very big bird, but it's up in the top of the trees.
Interesting.
And it's
How far away is it?
well, it's about 40 feet.
40 feet up in the trees?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to telepathically communicate with it and say, hello, hello, Mr. Bird.
Why are you in my forest? You and the other trespassers.
Your first question should have been, why am I in your head? But we'll continue your segue. There are people missing in this forest. We keep entering to locate them. The more of them you take, the more will come.
The more I take, the more resistance there'll be to be in my forest. Oh, we lost you again.
I'm here.
Okay.
What is it that you want?
I want you to leave my forest alone. It was fine before. You would enter, you would travel through, and you would leave. Now you're cutting down my forest. Leave my forest alone.
You mean the village?
Is that what you call that abomination? That blight in my forest?
That's what we mortals call a settlement, yes.
You come in here, lay claim to things you do not own. Cut down my trees, my kin.
Would I be killing any of this? Or do I just see
It's speaking
what's
out
his
loud.
name?
It's speaking out loud. I mean, it's a like a bird would say it, but it is speaking out loud. Yes.
And if it wasn't speaking out loud, my character would be like, why are they looking at each other so furiously? And then call over James and say, do you want me to cut down more trees? Anyways.
Leave my forest or perish like the rest. If you take them all with you, I will allow you to leave.
All right, then. Let me see what I can do.
It nods at you and just continues to stare.
Creepy bloke. Hey, champ.
What?
You should probably stop Jim from cutting down more trees.
Yeah, I heard that.
So what are you guys doing now?
To Mary Beth first.
All right.
And he can go to Mary Beth. I'm gonna go to Jim.
Okay.
Okay.
You can go first.
Yeah, you're not far. You can if the forest wasn't so thick, you'd actually be able to see Jim. So as you make your way out of the forest, you can see him with his axe heading towards the trees.
Okay.
Oh, you guys are back quick.
Can we
Here,
speak inside, Jim?
I have an. Well, I'm making it inside. I don't kind of have one right now. He
Uh,
kind he kind of jokes with you.
well then can I go to Mary Beth's?
Well, it's a little early for a drink. I really need to get this house made. I mean,
No. You want to go to Mary Beth's. This is really
oh,
important. We gotta go to Mary Beth's.
okay, all right. Um, okay. And he follows you, and as you pass by his house, he lays his axe against the building and follows you to Mary Beth's.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Okay. They enter Mary Beth's. Octavian kind of speaks up. Mary Beth, we have a problem.
What is that, dear?
I spoke to the forest, Mary Beth.
You spoke to the forest.
To the spirit of the forest, yes, I spoke to it.
Huh.
And it revealed to me why everyone's going missing.
And why's that?
It's because of this town right here.
Really? How so?
We've been cutting down an awful lot of lumber.
Well, we had to make a clearing for the buildings and the farm.
Right, and that's what the forest is angry about.
So you spoke to the forest?
Through a proxy, but yes.
Wasn't it just speaking out loud?
Yeah, the bird
Yeah,
was speaking
I
to
wasn't
you.
speaking out loud. The bird was speaking out loud.
Yeah, once it knew you saw it, it started speaking. Well, oh dear, how do we resolve this?
Kind of what we were hoping you could help with.
How can I help?
How many people are in this village?
Well, you have James the farmer, his wife. Yo, CB, how's it going, man? Oh yeah, we're having a lot of fun. We're going to be finishing up here shortly with the one shot. I'd love to have you join the next one. That'll be a lot of fun if you play D&D at all. I was kind of hoping that Siberian Tiger would stop by and want to play. But yeah, there's James the farmer. There's his wife. You have Jim, who you know, who's building the home. And I think there's one more person floating around, but he doesn't really come in. He kind of keeps to himself. I think he's setting up a blacksmith shop out back. Bald fellow, tattoos. Real nice.
Blacksmith shop out back.
Yes.
Bald fellow with tattoos. Maybe I'll go pay him a visit.
Yeah.
Is there a way, or would there be a way, to get everyone to come here? Congregate here?
Well, yes, just let them know that to come, and there's plenty of room.
Okay, we may need to speak to everyone together.
All right, well, Stu will be on me.
All right, we'll go make our rounds.
Okay. So are you guys leaving? Jim
Yeah.
is very confused. You asked him to follow you, and wait,
Yeah, I would be really confused because what's his name? Mr. Faust's character's name. What's the
Octavian.
character's name again? Vivian? Said.
Octavian.
Oh, Octavian, sorry.
Okay.
Octavian came in and basically said that she speaks to the kind of
so
like
the forest is mad that we're cutting down trees. Well, how else are we supposed to build a home?
That's a good question. I don't have an answer for it.
Hmm.
Though I've never seen this occur in other forests, so it could just be this one sentient forest.
All
Or
right, Stevie, thanks for
it
stopping
could be
by
an
and saying
angry
hi.
druid.
Hmm.
Maybe it is an angry druid.
Well, that doesn't
No, that
sound
would
very
be
good.
interesting.
Mary Beth kind of chimes up. There was rumors of one, but again, that person was mad. They came in screaming how the hill attacked him and ran off into the night.
I don't think anyone here is going to go for it. I don't think they'd be willing to relocate without money.
Well, they spent an awful lot of time building this place. You know, James has his farm, he has crops planted, he has his animals to tend to. His wife uses the milk from the cows and the goats to make cheeses and butter and things of that nature. In fact, I use a lot of that in my kitchen now. James is going to Jim is setting up a shop and a home. And then you have the gentleman out back who set up his forge and a small business there. We figured this would be a good place to set up shop. It's halfway between two major cities. Come in, have a little bit of respite, some food, some shopping, and off you go. No more all day travel. I hate to think that we're the cause of this, but I guess you can't deny the timing.
No.
I guess there are reasons why nobody ventured off the path. Nobody ever ventures off the road.
That was the thing, wasn't it?
Well, there's never any need to, really. It's only a day's travel between the two cities.
Very true.
It's a long day,
Oh.
but it's a day. All right.
I
So what
don't
do you
know how to
guys?
convince these people. Yeah. I'm
Well,
out of
maybe we
character right now.
can.
I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Maybe we can come up with some type of agreement.
How do you mean?
Well, if it is the forest, there's probably nothing we can do but leave. You know, it is what it is. You can't fight Mother Nature itself. However, if it is a druid, perhaps we can
Oh,
strike up some type of deal. Parlay, as it were. I don't understand or see how it would trust us after coming in and violating its its forest.
no, but we could try.
But we never really thought about a sentient being being the cause of this until now.
Right.
But I'm sure big, strong, brave adventurers like you will figure it out. And she goes and starts tending to the other tables.
Okay. All right, champ. What are you thinking?
Wait, what you
Should we
say?
try and convince these people to leave, or should we go try and strike a deal with the spirit?
Strike a deal with the spirit.
Yeah, we could try and do that.
Okay, so you're heading back out to the forest.
Yep.
All right, so you head back into the forest. I'm assuming you're going to roughly the same area that you were at before.
Yeah, that bird's gonna find us.
Okay. And yeah, it doesn't take long. You see the same bird. This time it lands on the ground in front of you and it transforms. It actually turns into a gnome. A female gnome. She stands about 2'8", 2'8.5", and she looks angry. Well, are you going to leave?
I'm questioning that.
You come into my forest, you cut down my trees, you hunt my animals.
I didn't do a thing.
That one has. And she points to the champ. You've cut down my trees, and both of you have killed my spiders. You've killed my centipedes.
They tried to eat us.
This is their forest as well.
Yes, it is. And they tried to consume us. Every creature in the forest will defend itself, even those just passing through.
So are you going to leave, or are you going to die like the rest?
Well, I don't intend to die today, but the matter of leaving is tricky. I don't think I'll be able to convince all of these people to up and leave after they've already left everything else behind. Conversely, I understand that they're doing great harm to you, and that needs to cease immediately. So I'm wondering if there wouldn't be any way that you'd acquiesce to an agreement of sorts.
What do you propose?
Them to cease what they're doing to your forest.
So they stop cutting down my trees, hunting my animals. Allow us to
Allow
live in
hunting
peace.
to a certain radius. Not the entirety of your forest. But they need to survive. Not thrive, but survive at the very least.
Well, what about the others that will come? I've seen your kind before. All of you. You take a small stake in a place and you grow and you consume, and before you know it, everything is gone. Entire
This village
forests.
will not grow.
You say
This village
that.
will never grow.
They once started with one building. Now there's several. All made of my trees, my stone, my mud.
They will take no more from your trees, your stone, your mud, and the settlement will grow no larger than it is now.
How do I know you're going to keep your word? You people lie. You deceive. You cheat.
Ever expand. If they take what they do not need, I will allow my life to be the first one that you take.
And are you going to stay here forever?
No, but I'll visit here once per year.
She looks at you, eyeing you up and down. They grow no larger. They don't take anything they don't need.
Correct.
Perhaps. How will they atone for what they've already taken? And perhaps I can put them to good use after all. You see, just like any forest, there's sickly trees. Trees that need to be thinned out so the rest can grow. Those trees they can take for their fires and their forges to build their homes.
And that does you a favor as well.
But for every tree they take, they must plant one.
Reasonable. Very reasonable.
I will be keeping an eye. And if they get out of line, I will defend this forest.
And I'll be back once a year to see it.
I will send you a crow. Or a raven, perhaps. Intelligent birds. Beautiful creatures. Two are much smarter than the other ones that came here. They come with their axes and their blades, and their magic. I appreciate some
prefer a
uses
softer approach.
brains over bronze. So we have an agreement.
We do.
They only take the trees that I okay. They don't hunt any animals that I don't say that are okay. And we live in peace.
Yes.
She spits in her hand and reaches out.
He reaches out.
All right. Shake on it. You can leave.
And he does.
And she turns back into a bird and flies away. Gotta love wild shape.
Yep. So Octavian's gonna go back to Mary Beth and just, regurgitate everything that just happened.
Okay. Yeah. She's like, that's a great idea. She'd probably tell the others in the town.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you talk to Jim. He's like, well, how am I going to know what trees I need to cut down? I mean, this is kind of going to put a little bit of a stunt on my building, don't you think?
I'm sure she'll mark it.
She's going to mark it. How?
I don't know.
Roll
Not
a
sure.
roll a perception check.
19.
What's that?
14.
Okay. You look over to like near the area where he was already cutting down trees, and you can see the one tree is has a bunch of blackbirds in it. And they're just kind of calling out and making a lot of noise. And looking at the tree, you can tell it's overgrown.
Interesting. That's cool.
So you point this out to him. I guess look for the birds, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and they all agree, no more building without permission. They'll take care of what's already there and help preserve the forest as it is. All right. What are you guys doing now?
We try to see if the town's there.
So you're heading back to your town or the city?
The town that basically the governor wants us to go investigate.
Okay.
Something happened at that town.
Yeah, you weren't getting supplies. The supplies weren't reaching, so they would leave the city, or at least you would hope that they were sending supplies.
Oh shit.
And people from your town were going into the forest and not coming back.
Okay,
Oh,
we
so they
need
killed.
to head towards the city to see if they're like waylaid.
All right, so you start heading back, and you know it's going to be 8 hours. You know,
Yeah,
it's you're right in the middle there. You are you walking the full 8 hours?
towards the city.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, we can make a day of it.
Okay. You go. You don't run into anything. Obviously you see your typical squirrels and rabbits and you know, occasionally you see a deer, things of that nature off in the forest. But nothing's being aggressive. You don't feel like you're being watched other than like normal animals watching you. There's no more giant spiders, no more giant centipedes. It's just, normal travel. The weather's beautiful. Um, and yeah, you actually come to the edge of the forest and you can see the city off in the distance. You can see the lights because it's getting dark out. You can start to see the lights start to come on. The sun's really starting to set. And you guys have made it out of the forest. And there we go. Congratulations. You've solved the mystery. You've taken care of the problem diplomatically.
The only reason why I didn't talk to him that whole scene about the Mr. Faust talking to the Paulson is because I already know what to say because I already played this campaign.
Yes, but you came in swinging an axe.
Yeah.
And an earth elemental in a forest situation will really mess you up, won't it?
Hmm.
Love druids.
I know. I didn't see it coming. That was pretty good.
Yeah, she was mad that like these people just basically randomly started showing up and cutting down trees and building houses and hunting her
Hmm.
animals and instead of talking to her and discussing things, they came in swinging swords and axes and casting spells and you get an elder high level druid. They can mess you up.
Oh
Don't
yeah, they can.
don't underestimate the value of being able to turn into an earth elemental in a forest situation. I mean, being able to move through the dirt without any type of disturbing anything, and they could just pop up, attack, and go right back down. Um,
Yep.
they make very short work of a lot of things. So, all right, I'll be back in just a minute. Now, does anybody want to guess the name of the druid?
Mm,
I'm pretty sure you could guess. It was Sugar. I based her off of one of Arrow's old gnome druids.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
But no, that was a lot of fun. I like that. It's a simple little adventure, and that's the thing with D&D. It doesn't need to be these long, huge, drawn out campaigns every time. Doing a short campaign, something that's maybe a day or two, can be just as fun as doing the long stuff.
it can be.
I kind of want to make this a regular thing. You know what I mean? Like just kind of doing a quick campaign, just a one or something that takes over like 1 or 2 weeks, kind of like what we just did, and let people join, have some fun. I know Siberian Tiger has stated in the past he wanted to join and play. That's why I was kind of surprised I haven't heard from him, but that's okay. I know he's been really busy with other things and work and things. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this and you had fun with it, let me know down in the comments. Let me know on Discord. You guys have joined, can join the Discord. I'll put the link to Discord in the description of the live stream. That way it's there. And I'm going to have to work with Mr. Faust on our next little mini campaign.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can come up with something together that'll be a lot of fun. And hopefully we can have, another like 2 or 3 people join. Was kind of looking forward to it because last week we had a couple people that said they wanted to join. I sent all the links in Discord and things of that nature. And one person made an account and they decided not to show up tonight. But that's okay, Toxic. But yeah. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
All right. What was your
I had
favorite?
a lot of fun.
What was your
At least
favorite
with
parts?
the second time around. Mm.
I think, and this is weird because I love roleplay. I had so much fun with the roleplay, but the combat was my favorite part.
You did. I'm not going to say surprisingly well. You definitely surprised me with some of the things that you did, like that enthrall. And I can understand now why the Crown of Madness is so maddening.
Yeah.
But no, that was absolutely great because they were. If you wouldn't have done that, they were going to finish off Champ.
I had a feeling. They're intelligent enough to know to do that.
Right. They swung and missed. Thank goodness. Because that's automatically 2 failed death saves. So yeah, you could have died just right then and there. But yeah, I mean, you get that's the other thing too, is you weren't playing a character that was massively overpowered. Neither one of you really were. I mean, you had a very large negative to your strength score, and you played very well.
Yeah, I did.
You played very well to it. Yeah, no, I that was absolutely fantastic. I'm going to try to move him, and it was like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen, because like you only had like a 6 in your strength score,
dude.
So, I mean, your average human has a 10.
Like, yeah, I know.
So having a 6, you have the strength of like a 10-year-old little girl.
It's true though. I have the strength of my daughter.
But if you think about it, though, you don't need to have a massive strength because you're not using that for anything.
No.
You're a spellcaster. You just needed a really good charisma. And you played that very well with the interactions that you've had with the NPCs, even the interaction with the druid. I had to take that into consideration. Um,
What was that?
Casting, well, just the negotiation that you had with the druid.
Mm,
I know you have a very high charisma.
right.
So you have to take that into consideration when you're negotiating.
Oh,
Sure
absolutely.
we can roll for it. And a lot of times, okay, well let's go ahead and do that. But in reality, I mean, you both really wanted to work towards the same goal. You wanted to come up
Hmm.
with some common ground and figure out a way to take care of the problem. And honestly, they're calling the trees, that need to be taken down because they're shading or they're diseased, things of that nature. So, as you said, that helps the forest.
Yep.
They're also helping with overpopulation of certain animals now. When the deer get too out of line, okay, well you can go in and take, 4 or 5 deer. Now the town's not going to starve. They have Mary Beth's and she gets her food sources from other places. I'm kind of surprised nobody tried to go into the back room.
I did it last time.
My God.
He did.
And then you rolled a new character.
No,
No.
no. He was able to he was found before anything bad happened. But it almost
Okay.
turned bad. It almost turned bad. But no, I love Mary Beth. She is such a great character. I don't know if I've talked about her on the channel. I think I've talked about her on the channel before. So her back room, think of it as I got the inspiration from like Warehouse 13 or the library. It's a demi-plane. It's ever expanding. She has an ever increasing army, an infinite army of goblins
Hey,
that
Blast.
yes. Oh,
Can I put you down for a minute?
yeah, sure. So she has a never ending army of goblins who do nothing but cook for her.
Okay.
And that's what they do. And they're very good at it. And she doesn't allow just anybody into her establishment. Uh, it's you have to be some type of hero. Now, if you walked into that building wanting to do harm, you would walk into a completely different scenario. Like you wouldn't walk into her bar or her tavern. Um, Dependent upon what you wanted to do, you would either walk into a combat situation or you would just walk into an empty building. And then possibly be trapped there forever. So you have to be good in order to find her and meet her and eat her food.
Hey, Blast.
Yes,
Sorry about that.
no worries. I was just talking about Mary Beth's and how you have to be good to find her. If you're not, then, if you walk in there with evil intent, you actually could walk into a combat situation or even an empty room or an empty building. And there's a possibility you could be trapped there forever.
Oh,
It's
that's brutal.
But yeah, that's why you don't try to start a fight in her establishment. You won't be invited back anywhere. You'll be lost to the cosmos, forever adrift in the abyss. Plus, if you have anger or fight in your heart, you're not getting in anyways. Even if you know the door to get in, you're not going to get in. If you're lucky, it's locked. Oh, but anyways, it is 17 after. We have a little bit of time left. Wish we had people watching right now. We'd take questions and comments from the chat, but we had a lot of success after the fact last week as well. So that's fine. Anything you wanted to talk about, Mr. Faust?
Nate. That was just a lot of fun.
I liked it. Like I said, I played this with Little Pooper. Oh my word, that was probably well over a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was before we went to see Disturbed and everything. So he kind of had an idea of what was going on. But I figured it's nice.
We had nothing to do in the hotel room.
Yeah. Well, for some reason, my bank turned off my bank cards. So, like, I couldn't use it where we were at for some reason. And I didn't find out until I went to pay for dinner. Thank goodness the wife's card worked. Yeah, it's weird to travel out of state and they're like, nope, your card's not going to work. So one of these days I got to call and get that figured out. I think it's a security thing. Alrighty. Yeah. Well, it's 18 after. I think I'm pretty good with wrapping up right now. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that for tonight.
Yeah, we had a pretty good... It went so quick.
Yeah, it really did, dude.
You know, and everything flowed really well. You guys did a great job with, staying on top of your roles and that type of thing. So, alrighty. Well, hey, thank you everybody for watching. You know, thanks CB. Sebe, I forget exact. I'm never going to get that right. But anyways, thank you, Mr. Faust, for joining me. I'm very much looking forward to next week. Thank you, Little Pooper. A lot of fun playing with you. Hopefully next time we do this, you'll be joining us as well.
Yeah.
And as always, if you liked it, go ahead and give us a like. Let us know down below if you're interested in joining in the future, doing a little one-shot or maybe like a little short campaign. And best way to help me grow the channel is to tell your neighbors, tell your friends, and shout it from the rooftops. Like, comment, and subscribe to Blast338. Have a great time, and we'll see you next week. Peace. Alrighty.